Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome to NBA 2K19. Yeah, it's finally another sports game other than NHL that I'm playing, and I decided to expand the NBA over to Vancouver just because of the fact Toronto's in the finals, and Vancouver used to have a team way back called the Vancouver Grizzlies, which turned to be Memphis, so I decided to bring back a Vancouver-based team. So we got the Vancouver Orcas. As you can see, that's our logo, which I designed myself. It's kind of a basketball with a orca inside of it. And then I'm going to show you guys the arena and the jerseys. So here is the court floor. Since for some reason there's like a glitch where I can't adjust the other stuff, but I'll try and do that afterwards because you're in the franchise mode. But anyways, here is what our court looks like in the middle, and then I made a small little logo with it just being more text-based on the side. We also have... Wait, did that logo disappear? I think it did. Just let me try and adjust that, because I think our arena logo first one... I think it got arena name logo 1. Yeah, it should be this. There you go. Because it's at the Rogers Arena where the Vancouver Canucks play. And then we also got our text obviously on the side, and I made some stupid slogan, but if you guys think of a better one, you could suggest one, because I put hail to the whale, but I don't know, sounds kind of weird. So yeah, that's basically what our arena looks like. I like the looks of it. Should be fun bringing the NBA to Vancouver. And then I don't know what you guys think of them. Once again, we could adjust them as we go on through this, but here is the home one. I used a Vancouver Canucks color scheme, so it's got the blue, the green, and the white. It's also got our logo and the Canada flag, because why not? And yeah, this is the back of the jersey, so pretty simplistic, but I think these look nice. And then here is the away jersey, which is fully blue. I think this one looks pretty sharp as well. And then the alternate, I decided to change things up a bit and just do something simplistic. So we got a nice black jersey that just says Vancouver on top, and the same sort of like color scheme, except for there's not a lot of blue on it. So anyways, now that you guys have seen that, let's get into the expansion draft, because we are going to be picking our players from each NBA team in this episode, as well as we're going to be probably just taking a look at everything that there is in this mode, just because a lot of you guys probably might be still NHL fans, the guys that are watching this on my channel. If you're an NBA fan, I'm not a huge NBA fan, so I don't know really a huge amount about this stuff. So quarter length, we're still going to put this to 12 minutes just so it stays accurate when you even watch a game or whatever, or play a game, which we're not going to be playing any games. We're going to put normalized to play the sim stuff, so it normalizes it a bit. Fantasy draft, we're not going to be doing a fantasy draft, we're just doing a regular MyLeague, I guess you could say. I was going to say franchise mode, but still. That's good. Automatic league expansion, there's a lot of settings you could change in this. Yeah, protect players 8, that's good. Role changes, yep. Team chemistry, yep. Everything's good. Anything else? Salary cap, doesn't really matter about salary cap for me. I think most of this stuff is good. I don't know all the rules with the NBA either, so you guys are gonna have to help me along the way. Use roster injuries, no. I think that's pretty good. Gameplay difficulty, we'll leave just to pro, even though we're not gonna. Simulator difficulty. Anything else? Okay, that looks good. So let's advance, and then let's take a look at our team. Our logo looks way worse than all the NBA logos, but I mean, it's better than nothing. So let's advance with the Orcas. Automation, draft combine. Yeah, all the drafts. Yeah, all the draft stuff should be manual. Draft is manual. Anything of these do we want auto? Team options. I think that's all good. Okay, so we're gonna get into the expansion draft, which we aren't gonna have the greatest roster, obviously, year one, since this is an expansion team, which I've never actually done an expansion team in any sports game so far. So let's see who the teams protect, and then we're gonna take some players from each team, pretty much. Not necessarily from each team, but based on position. So let's start off with yeah, let's just take centers first, I guess. So Plumlee, 2 years and 12.92. That's a bit of a big cap hit, but he's a pretty good player. There's also Kaminsky, but Kaminsky's younger, got a 1-year contract. But I kind of want somebody that could play like the first few years. You know what? Let's go with Mayers Leonard. He's the same overall. He's 1 year older, but he's signed for multiple years. Let's take him. And then let's go to... We're going to try and take like multiple in each category. I don't want Jeff Teague just because of his age. Dennis Schroeder was not protected. Wow. Last time I did this, he was protected, but Dennis Schroeder wasn't. Does he got good potential still? Because I thought he was a decent player, if I'm not mistaken. Because I have played some NBA games in the past, and he's grown pretty good, but I don't know if he is actually that good. Where is the damn thing that says his grades? There you go. Potential B, that's not bad. Yeah, we're going to take Dennis Schroeder, I think, with that pick. Even though he is signed for 3 years, it's kind of a long contract, but we'll take him anyways. Because he's kind of young, too. Shooting. Wesley Matthews is pretty old. This guy's pretty decently young. Yeah, let's take Damian Dodson. Some of these guys I don't even know about, because like I said, I don't know much about the NBA, so... who else do we want to take? 21-year-old, 75 overall, Derrick Jones Jr. Yeah, let's take him. Like I said, we're gonna have a crap first year, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so we got a small forward. We just need a power forward, and then we're gonna go back through this again. Let's take Jordan Bell, because Golden State couldn't protect him. So we got one in each position so far, so we're going to do that again, and then we're going to draft 2 extras at probably forwards of some sort. So let's go back to centers again. So let's go with Frank Kaminsky on this one. Give us a bit more depth, even though he's probably going to complain about getting time on the court, I would assume. Point guard. This guy's young and decent, but he's not the youngest. We could take Yogi or Trey. You know what? Let's take Yogi. I've had Yogi in a EA NBA games before. He's not that bad. Another shooting guard. We could go with Forbes. Yeah, we'll take Forbes. Why not? And then we'll take a shooting forward again, or a small forward, not shooting forward. 23 years old, Hernan Gomez, okay. We'll take him. And then we will take another power forward. 23-year-old Rondé Hollis Jefferson is pretty good, but he's only signed for 1 year, but we'll still take him anyways, because he is pretty decent. Okay, so now we got everybody again times 2, and we got an extra 4 picks, which means we're not going to get another one in each position, but we'll probably do at least, yeah, we'll do probably everything but center, I think. Because center is probably one of the least positions you need. Any good young guys? Anybody with good potential down here? B-. Oh, there's a B1. Oh, but it's... Wait, Whitehead's older, right? No, he's 23. It's interesting. Yeah, let's just go with him. Just because we don't want to have anybody complain about court time and whatnot. Shooting guard. What do we want? 25 years old, 74 overall. Sure, let's go with Pat Connaughton. So the shooting guard, we need another small forward. Doug McDermott's not bad, but he signed for quite a long time, which I don't know if I like. We'll take, Trevor Reese is not bad, but he's got a bad contract. Let's take this Osman guy. And then we are going to take another power forward. Tyler Cabana. And then that is our team. So overall wise, I don't think our team's going to definitely make the playoffs year number 1. But, you know, we could make a splash after we get some good draft picks coming up in the next few years. So let's exit the draft and let's go to the start season. Auto-generate rookies because we want non-real life rookies. And let's just take a look at what there is to offer now in NBA. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the stuff. So as you can see here, this is basically just our normal roster thing, which I think our roster looks decent considering it's all 70s. But Dennis Schroeder is obviously the one we want to lead the way for us, considering he's signed for 3 years. We also have the proposed trade thing, which is just, you could do 3-way trades in this, which is pretty awesome. You could also do trade finder, which you could suggest pick a player, and then like the computers will offer you trades for that player. So I think that's pretty cool as well, considering NHL doesn't have that. Free agents, these guys are free agents. I don't think there's anybody I want to go after, but there might be. Contract extensions, these guys are all on 1-year deals. But then again, that's based on how we play. Coaching, we have our game plan, which is basically our edit line stuff. So these guys are getting minutes, these guys are not. So Hollis Jefferson's currently not getting any minutes. I don't know if I like that. Oh yeah, we have to hire some staff actually, I think, because I don't think we have any staff members at the moment. Coaching, where is the damn staff? Oh yeah, it's in here. Yeah, we do need some staff, I think. Maybe not. Like the Stauffer guy. I think I've had him before. Let's see the Stauffer guy. Yeah, I've had this guy in my offline MyLeague. Do I want this guy? I might. We have still a lot of money in cap. Yeah, we're gonna already fire our head coach, because the computer signed us a pretty bad head coach. So we're going to fire that coach. And we're going to take a look at offering a contract to Michael Stauffer. Wow, he wants a lot of money for a coach, but let's up that a bit, just so he comes and plays with us, even though he probably will. And he's accepted our offer, so now we got a nice coach to go with our team. So now if we go to game plan, let's see if they adjusted our minutes properly. No, they haven't yet. Okay, well anyways, there's that. And then we have our lineups for each type of thing. So this is our bench. This is our tall team, which we don't really have a good tall rating, at least for Schroeder. This is our quick ratings, which is pretty decent. So for Kaminsky's a bit slow. And then our defensive ratings are pretty bad, except for Jordan Bell. 3-point shooting, we look like we are a good 3-point shooting team, which is nice. And then there's the free throws as well, which is pretty good. Okay, and let's see, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, proficiency. So this is basically like our system, how we play. Our best one for proficiency was that 3-star one, which is perimeter centric. So we're going to make that as our active, just to see if that helps out our team or not. We're also, let's actually take a look at the draft class, even though it doesn't matter. And then I think that will be it for this first episode. So the draft class, there's a German going potentially first. Wow, okay. But he signed in Germany for 3 years, it looks like, so that guy might not go first because of that reason. So obviously I think at the draft we don't need to necessarily go after anything in particular, because we do need younger players at each position. So it doesn't really matter what we go after. So I'm going to go to my draft board, which is something I also want to see in NHL one day. Yeah, this guy's probably going to drop. Even though he is good, he won't be in the NBA till he's 23, just because he's signed in Europe, as you can see on the side. But we will probably add, let's see, I usually add like all the 20-year-olds or the youngest players that are best in each, the best youngest players, which is pretty self-explanatory. So we need all these B- 19-year-olds, and we'll adjust this as we go through the season eventually too, like who we want on the top, even though we are going to be drafting ourselves. So there's all the B- 19-year-olds. Now on the B- 20-year-olds we need to go to. Yeah, it's not going to be the most fantastic draft because there's no like B pluses or A pluses or whatever, but some of these guys might actually be if we uncover them a bit more, because it takes a while to scout out everything. Like, as you can see, the scouting percentage on most of these guys is like 32%. So 2 more guys to add for that. Hopefully we get a good pick though. We should, because we're not going to have a good record, I think. Now into the 21-year-olds, we're going up to 22. I don't like taking anybody that's older than that, because there is sometimes like guys that are like 23, 24. And that's a bit risky because some of them might be higher overall, but they are not as good potential wise because they might not meet that how good that is. Also, sorry if I sound tired. It's because I stayed up late designing our logo and all that stuff, so I apologize. What else do we got here? Rod McLeod. I think that's almost all I want to add. There's also some 22 Kelly. We'll add a couple 22-year-olds because I don't mind the 22-year-olds, but the 23-year-olds, it's kind of getting a little bit risky. Also, some guys have problems, like they could have career injury problems, like if they get a broken ankle they could be out for their career. So usually the trainer is the one that brings that up to you. So then I don't go after those guys, obviously, because I don't want somebody that could be just like a 1 season and then he gets injured and he's done with. So 22, there's still a lot of 22-year-olds. This guy's signed in Europe, but we'll still put him on this list anyways. There should be like a couple more, maybe one more. Yeah, there's one more. This was a B- guy, right? Oh shit, I added the wrong guy. My god. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. Where is that B- 22-year-old? Oh, there he is. Donald Peters. Okay, so these are all the guys that I'm looking currently at, just based on age and potential wise. So let's actually sort by aggregates right now. Yeah, we don't know the potential on any of these guys, so we're gonna have to scout throughout the season, but those guys are currently on my list. We probably want to go after a power forward first, just because power forwards are kind of hard to find that are really good. So maybe a power forward. Anything else I want to do? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's it. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this first episode of my MyLeague series here in NBA 2K19. If you have any suggestions on how to build this team up really good, because I'm still kind of getting used to this a bit, let me know down below in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.